Good old pain. Carry on the pain. Always pain. Hey Yumi-san. Plan for today. Probably more of the same. A few more grinds. Bit of movement through the sphere grid. Bit of blitzball. Maybe a bit of dark matter farming. There's not really very much left in the game apart from those sort of things, so I think I'm going to switch between them throughout the evening just to keep my sanity. I did try starting to farm dark Jumbo for the dark matters, but he kept handing my ass to me, so that didn't work out that great. Hey Bad Boy Sketch. What about you, Yumi Sin? How's it going? How's it going, Bad Boy Sketch? You guys been up to anything interesting? I wasn't really streaming yesterday, so had to go into work really early this morning, so I decided that it was probably going to be easier for me to not stream. I have a very bad habit when I'm streaming of streaming quite late into the night. So I think the Jumbo Flan is probably one of the slowest farms that you can get. Hey JBT85, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yimson, it's going, working on the master and stuff for Final Fantasy 2 grind also while doing that. How is the Final Fantasy X2 grind going? Did a bit more research on it over the last few days. Seems like it's going to be a bigger pain in the ass than Final Fantasy X to farm. Well, farm's probably bad, but grind. Yeah, it's not too bad. Bad Boy Sketch. Like I said, I had to get up really early this morning of a work launch, and I'm starting to feel it. Starting to hit me. So I think I'll probably fight 5 to 10 of these Jumbo Flans to the beginning of the stream. That should give me about 10 to 20 magic spheres, because they take such a long time to farm. Not as quick as some of the other bits and pieces. Yeah, I was going to say the day wasn't too harsh, but yeah, it was pretty horrendous. But it's over. Now it's the evening, and time to relax a little bit, play some games. Try and get that little bit closer to that platinum trophy. So I did actually play a little bit yesterday. I just didn't stream it yesterday. I literally spent probably an hour and a half in the sphere grid, just moving people along. Just sat down with my audiobook playing and just got on with it. The sphere grid started to feel a little bit like a chore, unfortunately. But I must persist. Tremor. What is Tremor, Yumi-san? Which boss is Tremor? It's been such a long time since I played Final Fantasy X too, but I'm completely out of sorts with it. Oh, we've got 6 people streaming Final Fantasy X tonight. I'm one of the 6, but I've not popped up yet. You had a very bad day at work then as well, then I take it, JBT85? feeling the harsh day. Nothing worse than looking outside the window as well and seeing a beautiful day. Getting stuck at the computer. Tremor is the last boss in Via Infinito. Is Via Infinito pretty much the grind space in 10.2, isn't it? That's the place that you have to grind bits and pieces. If I remember correctly, one of the last dungeons in the game, so to speak. Oh, these Jumbo Flans, they just don't die. It's a dungeon sort of thing. Is it the one with the Farso Latido stuff in it? I can remember that quite a lot. I remember like each different level did a different thing. Why is this Jumbo Flan taking such a long time? It doesn't normally take this long. Die, please die. There we go. So I think that's 3 Jumbo Flans, maybe 2 Jumbo Flans so far today. Let's have a look how many, I need to regen, but let's have a look how many dark matter we've got. So it's really, I think the dark matter is pretty much the thing holding me back at the moment. I've got 57 dark masters, so I need to farm another 43, which is 22 fights of something. 22 fights of farm in Jojimbo maybe, or 22 times of getting lucky in the arena. The Jumbo Flan seems to have quite a high drop rate for the dark matter. 100 levels of how? Maybe it's not the thing I was thinking about then. I'm sure I will get there soon and find out all about it. I was almost distracted by Overwatch because they've released a new season. But I know that if I get distracted at this point into a different game, I don't think I'm going to come back and fill out the sphere grid. I think I've probably got another 2 hours in the sphere grid, maybe 3, to actually fully kit it out. Pain. And now we just sit there spamming pain. It's below the vow. No, I still can't remember it. Like I say, it has been such a long time since I played Final Fantasy X-2. I can remember bits and pieces of X-2. I can remember all the different dress spheres. I can remember roughly the storyline of it. I remember some concert crap in the Thunder Plains. That's pretty much about it. I don't think then I did Via Infinito last time. And so I've got a bit of Blitzball still left to do. I think I've done 3 or 4 games out of 10 for the lead for the status reels. So maybe if I'm feeling up to lots of Blitzball, we can get through some of that as well. Blitzball is a bit of a drag, but as I keep saying, so is pretty much everything at the end of the game. But definitely the Jumbo Flan and the Earth Eater are the worst farms. I looked at Dark Jimbo's stats earlier on today, trying to figure out why, even as far along as far along as I am along the sphere grid, that Dark Joe Jumbo is still handing it to me, and it's because I need to equal his luck to actually have a chance of hitting him. He's got 114 luck, at least have 114 luck. Hey K Dunn, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think if you're referring to the Monster Arena, yes, I've been in the Monster Arena for ages. It's at that part of the game where you don't really step out of the Monster Arena. You just sit there, mashing the X button, hoping that the monsters will drop the things that you want. So that's the third Jumbo Flan. I said I was going to do about 5. I mean, they're relatively simple once you're set up, they just take a long time. So the idea is that you cast Reflect on one of your characters, because the Jumbo Flan has Reflect. You then bounce a slow off that Reflect the character onto Jumbo Flan, because then he slows down and it doesn't get reflected back to you. And then you can either Holy the crap out of it, Ultima the crap out of it, Flare the crap out of it, or you can buff your Anima and just use the pain. How many hours have you sunk into 10-2 then, Yumisin? If you're at that point in the game, you must have sunk quite a few hours into it already. And what about everybody else? What's everybody else playing? Has anything changed since the last time I spoke to you guys? Probably about 100 hours. Nice. Are you playing on the PlayStation or are you playing on Steam? I can't remember whether I've asked you that before. I think I'm at 82 hours now for Final Fantasy X. I'm hoping possibly that I might be able to get sub 100 hours for most of the trophies. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it for everything, but hopefully for some of it. PlayStation 3, I'm waiting on my PS4 to come through. Oh, so you've ordered the PlayStation 4. Do you play online? If so, feel free to add me on the PSN. My PSN is exactly the same as my stream name, BlackHat225. You should do a point system that if you stay long enough you get points. So yes, Kayden, I was looking at a few bits and pieces like that. None of it really meshes with YouTube, unfortunately. There's lots of stuff that works with Twitch. Lots of stuff that works with Twitch. But very little actually works with YouTube, as far as I can see. I might be able to work it out with Nightbot, which hasn't popped up yet, and it's not started spamming us. What sort of thing are you thinking? I'm hopefully going to be getting a capture card for Father's Day present off my kids, and I will then be able to stream through the PC, which means that I'll be able to add a few extra bits and pieces. So I've got some overlays in the making that I'm making myself, and I use, what is it? I think it's Streamlabs. For all the followers and the subscriber overlays and all that sort of stuff. So once we're up on the PC, we'll be able to do a lot more. I've got my Twitch set up. I actually updated it the other day, but again, I'm probably going to wait until we're up on the PC to stream to Twitch, because then I can use something like Restream, which will stream to Twitch and to YouTube at the same time. Quite a few people have now subscribed to me on YouTube, so I don't want to just up sticks and move to Twitch. From general consensus, every time I've asked about Twitch, and YouTube. Quite a lot of people tend to just like sitting on YouTube rather than sitting on Twitch. I assume you use Twitch as rather than KDen. And I use Twitch quite a lot. I tend to watch speedruns. I'm happy to watch it on any. That's great, bad boy. How did you gain over 30 subs in the space of 2 months? I've actually been really, really lucky, and I've managed to get 80 subs in the last 2 weeks. Since I started streaming and I started speaking and started running commentary, I've managed to get quite a lot of subs, which is really nice. Hit 100 subs the other day. I think I'm up to 104 now, which is really nice. Hopefully when we start progressing the story a little bit more, it becomes a little bit more attention grabbing for some guys. I know that obviously this part of the game and farming is very slow, and not very many people like to sit in on it, just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. I mean, there's probably about 10 to 15 people who drop in all the time. So Yumi, Sin, KDen, Bad Boy, you guys are always seem to drop in. I've got a few other people that drop in as well, which is really nice. It's really nice to see the same sort of people over and over again. I don't even have 10 subscribers and I've been streaming every day for 1 year. Let's see if we can rectify that, guys. There's only 12 people sat in watching at the moment, but if we can get at least a few people, chuck your subscribe link into the chat, and you'll probably get a few more subscribers, hopefully. And also, whenever I've streamed to Twitch, I've just not seemed to get very much of an audience through. Obviously, with such an older game, I think it's harder on Twitch to get a few people through to it. Whereas I think this game at least gets quite a lot of YouTube searches, and as you search on YouTube for any video on demand, you tend to get on live recommendations, which is what I think quite a lot of you guys. I was having a dig into the analytics stuff the other day and trying to figure out sort of what the best media, but best platform for everything was. Yeah, like I say, Ubisoft, I think I've just got really, really lucky with getting 100 subscribers. Now, I don't really do any video editing either at the moment. I tend to just, any of my streams just tend to get archived up to it. And I don't really do very much on the social media side either. Like I say, being on the PlayStation, it's pretty restrictive as to what you can do. So I think this will be the last plan. The last plan. I think that would have been about 7 all in all of the plans. What do we need to do? We need to set haste off, and then put shall on, and then spam the pain. Well, one thing I really wish YouTube did was your guys' names in the chat channel. Wish you could click on them and go and see the channels. I've got 7 subs and been streaming for about half a year, but thanks anyway. I'll keep at it, keep at it. What sort of games do you stream, Kaden? I think a lot of it depends on the game. If you've got quite a mainstream game, you tend to get a lot of people filtering in and out, and then if you're the type of streamer that people like, then I think people come to the game but they stay for the streamer. I think that's how it works. So people filter in for the game that they're looking for, and then if the stream's actually entertaining, then they're going to stay. So obviously if you're streaming quite a niche game, then you're probably not going to get that many people through. I think Final Fantasy is quite a good game to be streaming, because I think there's a lot of people always looking for Final Fantasy based stuff. Infinite Warfare, but I'm getting Final Fantasy X soon, so yeah. Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty. Is that an older Call of Duty? I think Infinite Warfare is quite old, isn't it? Although I'm not up to speed on my FPS. Yeah, I think it's really hard to find that right game, because obviously you can play AAA releases when they come out, but you're going to have all the huge streamers, people with massive followings, playing it and streaming it, which means that it's probably going to be quite hard to get anything if you're relatively small. Like, as an example, if you go to Twitch and you see somebody with 200 viewers, as opposed to somebody with 10 viewers, you're going to go and sit and watch for 200 viewers. I mean, some people will filter down, maybe, whereas on the opposite side of the spectrum, if you've got a really niche game that doesn't have anybody, then nobody's really going to be looking for that game to watch. A quick COD after Ghosts. I didn't play COD since Black Ops, I think. Basically when they turned it into a run and gun game is when I stopped. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, with Twitch, people aren't really going to be searching for that niche game, whereas I find with YouTube, people look for the niche games a little bit more. Not necessarily to sit there and find somebody streaming, but because they're after something. What should we do then? Should we do... So I'll just show you guys the sphere grid. This is what I was working on yesterday. So yesterday, I think I was here, and I worked up and I did this big section over here, these big sections over here, and then I went down, and I got all of this section down here, and so on and so forth. So you can see I got quite far. Lude is probably the best one to show. So the next bit is to come down into this, then across, and then back up, and kind of meet up to where I started, which is up here, and then kind of get back into the middle. I think my favourite Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 2. I think I enjoyed that one the most. So before we do anything else, I think I am going to just get 99 sphere levels, just so I don't have to farm them later on. I'll probably have a little session later where I go through the sphere grid, but I don't think it's necessary for the moment. So I managed to customize quite yesterday into triple overdrive. So the only person who takes a little while now to get his 99 levels is Waka. Set Tidus back to Stoic, and Eclipse Tidus with his as well, because he's slowly but surely running out of spheres. So we should be able to do 3 Tonberry fights and get almost all of the spheres that we need, hopefully. Yeah, Sphere Grid is coming along really nicely now. Like I said, probably spent about an hour and a half working through it yesterday. My thumb started to hurt after a little while of just mashing the X button. Persona when it wasn't too big for the stream, did you play games? See, I've never played Persona. I think a few of you guys have recommended that I play Persona. How would you rate Persona compared to Final Fantasy? Hey, I finally popped up on the YouTube gaming section for Final Fantasy X. This poor little Tonberry just gets absolutely destroyed all the time. I didn't notice until the other day that it's got like a little fin tail, a little fishy tail just hanging off the back. Yeah, same bad boy. I've never played any of them. Don't know anything about any of them. Persona is turn-based like Final Fantasy X. Kill. Welcome to the... Yeah, I've found a lot of people who like the Final Fantasy games, like the Persona games. I didn't realise they were turn-based. It's more like a turn and a manga type game rather than CGI, isn't it? I did have a from Square Enix about their new game coming out for the PlayStation 4. Something Sphere, I think? Earth Sphere, or something along those lines. And that was turn-based as well. That's what the new Final Fantasy games are missing, in my opinion, is the turn-based stuff. They're missing the old school. Would so say tactical? Probably tactical, the tactical turn-based. I mean, when you first start playing Final Fantasy games, you don't really think about the turn-based, you just kind of select the attack that you think is most appropriate. And I think Final Fantasy X's kind of got the combat down to a really nice art, because you can, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time see when you're going to get your go. Hey Maria, welcome to the stream. How are you today? So that's 99 for Kamari. And then we just need to rotate Kimari out for, say, Lulu. Can't beat having random encounters. The random encounters, they're a love-hate relationship, I think. You love the random encounters, but at the same time, there are some points in the game where you just really wish that you didn't have them. I remember playing Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 9, I think, and just at some points, just literally every 2 steps you get a random encounter. But yeah, I think you're right, JB, that the random encounters do make. Again, it's one of those quintessential pieces of a Final Fantasy. I'm good, I won't be on Discord for today or 2, but I'll find your streams anyway. Hope all is good too. Yep, all's good with me, thank you Marie. As Maria was just saying, I do have a Discord channel, so feel free to join the Discord channel, feel free to send me a PSN request. Oh, Nightbot is around. Nightbot hadn't popped up for a little while. Yeah, when they did away with the random encounters in, was it 13 that they did away? No, 12 they did away with random encounters. I think not having the random encounters in 12 works quite well. I like the gameplay of 12. Hey Paul, I'm terrible with the game. Well, that's what made it so good, though. Can be really low on health, and then it makes it a much more clutch-based game, doesn't it? When you're low on health and you're low on potions, or you've got statuses, and you really sat there hoping that you don't get a random encounter, but you get lots of random encounters, and you kind of just have to muddle through. I remember my first playthrough of Final Fantasy X on the PlayStation 2. I think it was home. When you go to the Elbed home, that was the worst place for me. Just getting loads and loads of random encounters. And obviously, on your first playthrough, your characters tend to be pretty low leveled and not really spec'd. You don't know the game that well, you don't know the moves that the enemies are going to do, so yeah, all those random encounters are a nightmare. Kilser, do you like 13? I don't mind 13. I've never finished 13. I played it back on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox. I didn't mind it. I didn't really like it. It's a hard one. I don't think it's a terrible game. It just didn't feel like Final Fantasy to me. So I struggled getting into it. Luna's only got 69, so we're gonna have to do another one of these. So two more Tonberry fights, and then we got 99 sphere levels for everybody. So for anybody not aware, or for anybody wondering what the hell I'm doing, I'm farming sphere levels off Tonberry. So when you hit him in the first 4 steps, or first 4 moves he has, he retaliates with something called Karma. And that does 9,999 times however many enemies you've killed. If you've killed enough enemies, he's going to do 99,000 damage. You then have a weapon which converts your overdrive into AP. And then Tidus's overdrive is set to stoic, which means his overdrive builds the more damage he takes. And the other guys have got their overdrive set to comrade, which means their overdrive fills when other people take damage, so when Tidus takes damage. So that was a mistake. When he takes damage, everybody gains AP. That was a mistake. Lulu was not meant to attack. 13 was my first Final Fantasy, and what did you think of 13, Kilser? 7 was Bad Boy's first. 7 was my first as well. Although I don't think I really appreciated 7 back when I was playing it for the first time. I'm quite looking forward to the new 7 remake. But I don't think it's going to feel like Final Fantasy 7. I think the storyline is going to be Final Fantasy 7, but I don't think the game's going to feel like Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, same JBT. I was pretty much at the same sort of level. I just wanted to get through and fight things. You got hooked playing 8s. That's interesting. I would say I don't rate 8 very highly. There are some concepts in 8 that I like, but not everything. Yeah, 10. I think Final Fantasy X, they managed to get a lot of stuff right, I think, in Final Fantasy X. They got the combat right, I think they've got the pace right in most places. There are some places where the pacing is probably a little bit slow. They've got all the extra side quests and stuff right, I think. I think they put the right amount into them. And they got the story right, most importantly. I think the story is really good for Final Fantasy X. And then they decided that, well, Square Enix realised that the story was really good for Final Fantasy X, and everybody really played it for the story, and then they decided to make 10-2. And yeah, just destroyed the story with 10-2. And what the hell were they doing with 10-2? And I get the premise of the story, but yeah, the execution of it, not great. So one more Tonberry fight, and then everybody that needs to be will be at 99 sphere levels. The draw system for Final Fantasy VIII. That is the magic system, isn't it? Where you draw out the magic. And you have a limited stack of a specific magic spell, and you have to go and draw more. Am I right in thinking that's what it is? Triple Triad annoyed me. Triple Triad. Is Triple Triad of 8? I don't know what that is. So what do people think we should do next? We've got Blitzball. We can do some Blitzball. I've got 7 games to get the status reel. We could do some try some of the monster creations. We could try and farm some dark matter, although that's probably not going to work at this point. That's pretty much about it. Or if you guys really want it, then we can move to the sphere grid. Card game in Final Fantasy VIII. Ah, yes, I remember the card game. Card game in Final Fantasy IX, on the other hand. The card game in Final Fantasy IX was good. Was it Tetramaster? I think it was Tetramaster in Final Fantasy IX. I enjoyed that. I remember playing a lot of the cards for the card game. But then I think the feeling of sort of those games being really good isn't necessarily down to how good the game is, so to speak, but down to the fact that when I played those games back on the PlayStation, and even before the PlayStation, there wasn't really much of an internet. There was an internet, but there wasn't much internet, which meant that you had to find everything yourself. You had to do the discoveries. Like, you had to find the Chocobo Island in 9. You had to find the best monsters to draw from in 8, and where all the what are they called, Eidolons or Aeons or whatever they were called in Final Fantasy 8. In 7, you had to figure out the Chocobo breeding. Whereas now, you bring out a game and you get a little bit stuck, and everybody just automatically goes and looks online for something. Oh, how do I do this? 30 seconds later, you've got it. You know what you're doing. It kind of ruins the discovery. I forgot about the junction on 8 to make it into stats. So I thought we were only going to have to do one more Tonberry. I was mistaken. This will now be the last Tonberry. And I think that's a really key part of playing games at the moment, is that once you're stuck in a game, you just go and look on YouTube or go and Google it, and you have the answer available. Do 10 more Tonberries. I don't need to do 10 more Tonberries, it's just a waste of AP. We can do 10 more Jumbo Flans. I need to kill some more Jumbo Flans. It'll take a little while. That's why I tend to play a lot of my games. If it's a new game, I tend to play it blind. So I make sure I don't look online. I make sure I don't watch any videos, apart from promotional videos. I played Horizon Zero Dawn completely blind, and did 100% in everything. Got the Platinum Trophy in it. and that was a really, really good game, and I got really involved in the story, and I think one of the reasons why is that I didn't know anything about the game. I didn't know the best way to do something. So you've got an enemy in the game called a Thunderjaw, which is one of the biggest enemies. I didn't look how to take it down or anything like that. I just worked it out myself. And then obviously through that learning curve you learn better ways of taking it down. Blitzball is the best part of the Final Fantasy X games. Well, I've probably got about 4 hours worth of Blitzball left to do in this game. But I don't think everybody likes Blitzball. I think it tends to have a lot of viewers drop off as I start playing Blitzball at some point. Which is fine when I'm talking quite a lot. The last couple of games where I've played, I've just kind of got a little bit stuck for commentary. Especially when playing Blitzball, because it's very much all of the same thing over and over and over again. Yes, JBT, it's that old style of, I say old style, it makes me feel old. I'm not that old. But I think it's the correct way of playing, isn't it? It's working it out yourself. Like when I played Final Fantasy X back on the PlayStation 2, I think Game FAQ was still around, was around then, but there wasn't everything on it. You couldn't find the optimal stats or anything like that. And for me, at least, having the internet was a luxury. I only had it at school, and so I'd go to school and print off a huge amount of A4 pages to take home with me. Right, there we go. So that's everybody who needs to have 99 sphere levels. So Riku and Yuna don't need 99 because they've already gone through the sphere grid fully already. But Kimahri, Auron, Wakka and Lulu, they need 99 because they haven't done very much of it. But we're getting there. So stats wise, we've got 255 strength, defense and accuracy. For most people, not for everybody just yet. But Lulu, Auron and Kimahri will pick up. I've got a few more agility spheres to be dropping down, and then it's that luck. It's that luck that needs to go up. So for Riku and Yuna and Tidus, I need to have 114 luck at a minimum to be able to hit Yojimbo confidently. I can't remember what monster drops luck spheres, but you could probably farm a few of those. Just having a quick look online. There's me moaning about looking online for everything, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So, to get luck spheres, it is cheating, but I've already played Final Fantasy X once, so it's fine. It's allowed. I've got to kill the Greater Sphere, and I've never fought the Greater Sphere before, so I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. But we are definitely going to want to have Tidus, Riku and Yuna. And we're going to want them to have their ultimate weapons equipped. Let's make sure we're full health, and let's go and fight the original creation of the Greater Sphere. Never fought this before. Looks like a variation of the Spherimorph, I think, from in Macalania Forest. Not sure what it's going to be susceptible to, so we're just going to go through and just try a load of different bits and pieces. First of all, let's try a full break. Nope, immune to a full break. Oh, it's doing Ultima. Wow, that Ultima is strong. Now I wonder, is it gonna return with Ultima for every single thing? So I wonder, can we silence it? Well, first of all, we're gonna have to cast Auto Life, because if we get hit by another Ultima, we are all dead. I have played a lot of Blitzball. My Blitzball record is now 1,803 matches. That is a lot of Blitzball. Now I have played 16 matches, maybe 20. So if we try and do triple foul is going to do darkness, blind, and all that jazz as well. And no, it's immune, and now it's just going to stop the Ultima. So it's always going to respond with Ultima. How much did that do? That did 24,000, I think. Okay. This guy is not easy then. Or at least not easy until you know how to get it. And if I'm at 44 and I need 114, each luck sphere is 4 luck, which means that I need to farm 10 would be 40, 20, I need to farm 25, which, assuming that the Greater Sphere drops 2 each time, which he stands a high chance of dropping 2, although he could drop 2 dark matter, which is just as good. Yeah, I need to kill him. What's that? 11 to 12 times. Now there must be a technique for killing the Greater Sphere. I'm just not sure what it is yet. Now he only does counter attack. He only counters with Ultima at the moment, so I should have plenty of time to get set up and maybe cast Shall on everyone, Auto Life on everyone, maybe. Well, Reflect's not going to do anything because Ultima can't be reflected. Hey Auredesk, welcome to the stream. I don't like Blitzball like most of you, but my brother really likes it a lot. And played 200 hours of that minigame. That's insane to me. I really liked it back on the PlayStation 2. I really enjoyed playing it then. Mostly to sort of learn all the techniques. I didn't know what everything was. Whereas now, I don't mind it now. But I'm only playing it as a means to an end. And obviously I'm only playing it to get the sigil at the end of the day. What else can we do? What else can we do? Do you reckon we could slow it? Nope, we can't slow it. There is no defense against Ultima, is there? Ultima is non-elemental damage. And we know for a fact that Triple Foul doesn't do anything, which means Silence Buster isn't going to do anything. We know Full Break doesn't do anything. So we're just going to have to take it to the face? That seems extreme. Anybody in chat remember what you need to mix to make Hyper Null? Hey Larsus. You have no sound on. It's quite hard to no sound on. So I need to find out what to mix to make the hyper null all. Because that's going to give me extra defense and all that kind of jazz. Just having a quick look through. Hyper Mighty G. Light curtains. Right, so what do we got? We got Light Curtains, Underdog Secret, Gambler Spirit, Pendulum, Trigger Wing, Lunar Curtain, Daughter Tomorrow. So one Light Curtain and one Underdog Secret, which I don't have very many. Or Gambler's Spirit. I think maybe I've got quite a few Gambler's Spirit. Somewhere. Yeah, I got 99 Gambler Spirit. Let's try that. Waka can't do it because he's not that powerful. I am just trying to figure out how to kill this thing. Right, everybody has auto life. Let's try some magic. Maybe magic will do some damage and it won't retaliate with... Oh, magic heals it. And it still responds with Ultima. How much damage is that going to do now? Now that's not too bad, that's not too bad. Although we don't have a full heal. No, not quite dead. Okay. I think... Yeah, I'm not quite sure. If it's just going to retaliate with Ultima all of the time, then we might as well just try and wail away at it and see what happens. Should we bring out some friends? Let's bring out some major sisters and see what happens to these guys. Hello, I remember this POS, you gotta be close to a max and rip him up with slice and dice. Okay, hey Jesse NTDC, welcome to the stream. Got to rip him up with slice and dice. Easier to do solo. Maybe easier to do solo. Oh, the fat one always takes a break. Well, I don't think Ultima should do very much damage to the major sisters. Hey Kieran's son. I'm not sure whether this one actually has an elemental affinity. I think this one is non-elemental. I think this will probably heal it, maybe? Yeah. Nice. So I heal it for 36,000 and it's going to do an Ultima. Good morning Desmond Dalby. Or good evening for myself. Yeah, so any magic on this Greater Sphere is just going to heal it. And then it's going to respond with Ultima anyway. My video has crashed. Has it crashed for everybody? Looks okay to me. It switches elemental weaknesses, but it absorbs all holies. Okay. Now what I really want is, I really want Cindy, I think it's Cindy, to do Posada. Hey Chad92, welcome to the stream. No, it's up. It's up. This is what we want Posada. This should do a reasonable amount of damage. So Posada hits for 15 times. So it's just gonna keep responding with Ultima, isn't it? Even if you hit it with its non-affinity. Thank you. Playing Final Fantasy X now currently as well. Grind into the Jupiter Sigil. Pain in the ass. Jupiter Sigil is Wacker's Sigil, isn't it? And if it is, I know your pain. I am probably about halfway through the Blitzball games with Jupiter Sigil. Yeah, it takes a lot of work, takes a lot of patience. I've managed to do almost everything else in the game now, apart from Blitzball and some of the monster creations and some of the Dark Aeons. I've purposefully left some monsters inside Sim that I need to catch because I'm currently sitting at 57 dark matters. Obviously you need 99 dark matters to make a ribbon. Hydraulic press. Oh, that'll do it. Go. So I'm currently sitting at 57 dark matters. Once you capture 5 of every single creature in the game, you get Ultima Buster within inside the arena, and the arena owner will kindly give you 99 dark matter, which is enough to make another ribbon. But if you've got dark matter already, then obviously it just caps out at 99 and you lose all of the other dark matter. So what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to get 99 dark matter before we capture all 5 of every single creature, because then that way I get a nice easy 2 ribbons. And I think that's probably it. I don't think I'm going to get any more ribbon after that. So I think we're probably just going to have to accept the fact that we're going to have to take Ultima to the face. Yes sir, those league matches are slow and boring. Yeah, they do take a while. Greater Sphere has 1.5 million health. That's a lot of health. There's got to be an easier way of doing this. But I don't know what it is. And we don't want to do Holy. We know we don't want to do Holy. Oblivion could work. Yuna's Overdrive is not quite there yet. Ah, I missed it. Only got 3 in. This might kill everybody. Oh no, it didn't kill everybody. Good stuff. Right, let's try an Oblivion. Hey, Josie D. Carey, welcome to the stream. I think you probably typed that just as I was selecting the Overdrive. Although I missed the great spot in the middle. See how much damage Oblivion will do to this thing. Hopefully it will do a reasonable amount. What are we doing? What are we speaking? Ah, there we go. It's dead. So that was a bit of a pain. But it's down. It's out. And hopefully that will give you some luck spheres. 2 luck spheres. Whee! That's what we want. So if it's got 1.5 million HP, we probably want to have our overdrives completely full. for fighting another one of it. So if we set it to Victor, no, we don't want to chat to him. And we just fight something in here. No, we just want to kill it. That should hopefully almost charge up our overdrives. So one more for Una. Well, we might as well kill the One Eye, because he has a chance to drop some dark matter. There we go, then he's dead. Everybody's got a nice strong overdrive full. We can now change their overdrives back to whatever they were beforehand. Stoic, Comrade, and Comrade. Let's try them again. And it should be a little bit easier this time around because we know what we're doing. Maybe, he says. So we know Oblivion works really well. So again, this is one of the ones that we're going to have to do a bit of setup. Shao is, I think, necessary. Auto life is definitely necessary. Has everybody got Shao on? No, Una hasn't got Shao yet, so we'll have Shao there. Has anybody here gone through all the monster creations, all the special creations? If so, which ones are your favourite monster creations? Yep, I can farm Dark Matter from Dark Jumbo, but I need to have 114 luck, which is the reason why we're currently battling this guy, because that luck is not quite there yet. Let's go with Tidus first of all, and hopefully I can get Slice and Dice done. There we go, that's actually 6 times. So many people have this game, wish I had it. It is a good game to have. Now see, he didn't counter with Ultima there. I wonder why he didn't counter with Ultima. Are we gonna? I think we're gonna have to heal everybody up first. I like Shinryu. Shinryu is the homage to the Ruby weapon, isn't it, from Final Fantasy VII? I've never fought it myself. No, so I haven't, to be honest, hated the arena. Yeah, I can completely see where you're coming from. It is very much a grind. So we're going to use our friend Anima. We're going to abuse her overdrive. And we're probably going to abuse her overdrive twice. I fought Nezlug the other day. Didn't win. And but that was quite a cool arena creation. Never seen the model before. But watching you and the other vids makes me think that the arena plays a huge part. If you want to stat maximize and kill the bigger, don't kill Anima. Oh, he's going to kill Anima. No, I was going to do Anima twice. Yeah, if you want to stat max and take out the harder enemies in the game, then the arena is definitely the thing that you have to do. If you want to take out Dark Aeons, as an example, you have to do the arena. There's no getting around it. On the other hand, if you were playing I think the US version of the game, you didn't have penance. You have the Dark Arena, the Dark Aeons, but you didn't have penance to kill. And so the hardest boss was Nemesis, which was in the arena. In Trust. What are we doing? What are we going to do? Let's do a quick hit. Hey, Southern Raiders, welcome back to the stream. Holy shit, you got that, the ultimate summoning. Hey, Sakazuki, welcome to the stream. And which one are you talking about? Which one do you think is the ultimate? So I'm not sure whether I'm killing this in the most optimal or most efficient way. It doesn't seem like it. It seems to take a little while. That's quite alright, Southern Raiders. It's good to have you in the stream right now. And I appreciate the working hard. I've also had quite a lot of work the last couple of days. Lots of early morning releases. I work as a software developer, so yeah, I have to be up to release our work sometimes at the crack of dawn. Since you last played, you can see that I've managed to progress quite far into the game. Wait, Anima is the last summon, right? Sakazuki, no, Anima is not the last summon. Anima is the second to last summon. The last summon is, and I will show it to you now, the Magus Sisters, which are these guys. So as ACAD is saying that the Magus Sisters are the last summon, so that's these guys. And so to get the Magus Sisters, you have to have every other single summon in the game. But their overdrive isn't as powerful as Anima's overdrive. It's very sparkly, but it's not as powerful. But it does the trick. So I think if you hit 99,999 with the Mega Sisters, I think you're going to do about 600,000 damage with their overdrives. Once Yuna is fully leveled up and she's fully through the sphere grid, one of the best skills in the game is Posada, which Cindy of the Mega Sister does, and it's a 15 hit. And once you're fully leveled up, that 15 hit can do 99,999 damage all on its own. And yeah, you have to do that quest line to get Yuna's sigil to craft her ultimate weapon, or her celestial weapon, should I say, Nirvana. So I'm just going to quickly do 2 fights of the One Eye just to get Yuna's overdrive back up and running. And then we're going to kill it again. I think we've almost got it down for the sphere thing. So 2 of these, and Invicta, the overdrive, will be maxed. And sometimes we get some dark matter as a side thing, which is really nice. But not always. And sometimes it ambushes. Now if it ambushes, it's going to do Shockwave, as we can see here. And Shockwave does Confuse, Blind, Sleep, and Silence. Jesse NTDC, yes, Wakka's overdrive does have a very healthy hit to it. So if you've leveled Wakka up through the sphere grid and you've maxed out a few of his stats, not all of them, but a few of them, his second overdrive, you can get up to 12 hits out of it. And if you, out of those 12 hits, are doing 99,000 damage, then you will do just under 1.2 million damage. And his overdrive is basically required to get through some of the monster arena creations. So you see the Greater Sphere thing that we were just killing, that drops luck spheres, but to fill a luck sphere you need a fortune sphere. Now the fortune sphere you only get from one single thing in the game, and that is the special creation, or the original, should I say, Earth Eater. Now this thing has about 1.3 million HP and it is an absolute pain in the ass to kill. Hey Amar AM7, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the good comments, loving the streams. Desmond Dalby, the Ultima counter could be anti-AE on Aeon thing, maybe. The Ultima counter could be anti-Aeon thing, maybe. Maybe. So it doesn't seem to always counter with it, which seems a bit weird. It didn't counter Tidus' Slice and Dice with it. It countered Tidus' Slice and Dice with whatever that skill was, where it just munched everybody in one go. Physical damage though. So all of my characters have a auto protect, auto haste and auto phoenix armor. Hey Lydia, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Do you know where my controller went? Do I know where your controller went? Wrong chat. No, I don't know where your controller went, I'm afraid, Southern. How's it going, Lydia? How's the grind going for you? So Lydia is currently playing Final Fantasy X also on Steam. I think she is pretty much at the same position as I am, maybe a little bit ahead now, because of, you know, the little cheating functions in Steam where you can speed the game up. Not really cheating, they give you the options, but us poor souls on the PlayStation 4 don't have that option. We have to do it the hard way, the slow way. So yeah, it seems that I call it a he, it seems that this enemy will counter with pneumatic press when you do an overdrive. But if you just hit it, it will just counter with other stuff. Well, you still have it. And I don't think you would be wanting to speed up the main storyline anyway. Really, it's just for the farmy bits, isn't it? Speeding up the time. So we're going to see first of all whether Anima has, I think because Anima died, his overdrive is completely gone. So we'll do a grand summon of Anima. Yeah, so I think, correct me if I'm wrong Lydia, but I think the Steam version has the ability to speed up time either 2 or 4 times. I think you've also got the option to either reduce or increase your encounter rate. I also think you've got the functionality to basically turn one of a single item into 99 of a single item, which if you're trying to max stats makes it a lot easier. Two or 4, yeah. So this is one of the great advantages of playing some Final Fantasies on like an emulator. Final Fantasy IX is a really good example. Obviously with Final Fantasy IX you can, well, on an emulator you can tend to speed up almost everything, which is really nice. Anima is going to die. You refuse to cheat. Refuse it, Lidia. Refuse it. I don't think there's any issue with some of. If you're trying to max stats, then I'll use a single item, the items. But you've still got to go through the sphere grid, and unfortunately, the quick, speedy thing does in the sphere screen. Hey, Surf FX, welcome to the stream, my friend. What are we doing? What are we doing? Entrust. We want to entrust. Entrust takes your overdrive and entrusts it to somebody else. So we can entrust Yuna with Riku's overdrive. We can then, let's just have a look here. Right, we've got enough time. What we'll do is, not that. We're gonna just hit it. And we'll mug it, see what it's got. It's then going to count with Ultima. We should have enough time to heal everybody up. And then summon. You're going to get those spheres legitimately. What, include all of those horrendous luck spheres. So if we then grand summon the Magus Sisters and do their ultimate, or do their overdrive, let's say. My voice is so cute. Well, that's very nice. It's my lovely British accent, I would say. I've got no one in the house with me today, so I'm able to speak up a little bit more than I normally would. Hey, Fact7, first time here, quick stuff. Glad to bring back some lovely memories. Those lovely nostalgic memories of playing on the PlayStation 2. I'm a mumbler normally. It takes and make my words very clear. I think it makes the British accent more pronounced. As with any accent, I don't think I have much of a British accent, but apparently I do. So how many luck spheres have we got so far? So for anybody just joining the stream, we're just farming some of these purple spheres here. These purple spheres are used to fill empty nodes in the sphere grid, which will then enable us to get some of the trophies for the game. So you've got 2 trophies that this enables. One of the trophies is to get a single character through the whole sphere grid, filling in all of the empty nodes. The harder trophy is to get every single character through. There's approximately 250 empty nodes in the sphere grid. Now the sphere grid, for anybody who doesn't know, which I'm sure there's not very many people, is this thing here that makes you level up. And so yeah, we need 250. I'm trying to min and max some of the stats, and luck is one of them, which is what we're currently farming. So I need 22 luck spheres, and I've got 7 at the moment. So we're getting there. It's taken a little while. Thanks for the subscription, Dynasty 1989. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go out on a wild guess and say, do you like Dynasty Warriors? I don't really know what my accent is, Lydia. I can't remember exactly whereabouts in the UK you are. I live very close to the Welsh border, so quite often my accent will turn reasonably Welsh. But like I say, when I'm trying to get my words out a little bit clearer, I think it becomes a lot more stereotypical British. What am I doing? I want to set the overdrives back to Victor, and we're going to go and kill One Eye twice to get those up, because that's going to make the fight easier. You do like Empire Dynasty series, just the Empire series, not the normal slashy bashy one. Are you planning to play Final Fantasy VII in the future? The old game, of course, and not the remastered one. I was thinking today, I was trying to figure out what exactly I want to do. So the general plan at the moment is to get Platinum Trophy in Final Fantasy X. And then I'm going to go and get the Platinum Trophy in Final Fantasy X-2, which Yumi-Sin, if they are still in the chat, is actually progressing towards at the moment. And then that's probably going to bring me to a time when Final Fantasy XII Remastered is out. I'll probably play that and try and platinum it. After that, I've got a friend who's trying to convince me to go back and play 13. Although I probably won't platinum that, because that's crazy. I definitely don't have the time to platinum that. And 13-2, which I've never played, although I've heard very good things about. And then after that, I was thinking that I might actually go and play some of the older Final Fantasies. So rather than going up in the Final Fantasy series, go down in the Final Fantasy series. You can platinum Final Fantasy VII on the PS4. Is that the Final Fantasy through the PSN store? The old one. I would very much like to go back and play Final Fantasy VII. I'd very much like to go back and play pretty much every single Final Fantasy. I was thinking that things like Final Fantasy 9 and 8 and 6 and some of the older ones that we could play on the PC through an emulator and speed up some of the slower bits, which would be quite nice. So at the moment I'm streaming through the PlayStation 4 itself. In a couple of weeks' time I'm hoping to be able to stream the PlayStation 4 through my PC. And get all of the standard things that you'd expect a streamer to have set up, nice overlays and so on and so forth. And then it means it gives me a little bit more options as to what to stream. Geordie, you're up north, are you, Lydia? Up north. 10-2 was a flop. I quite like 10-2. I don't like the story of 10-2. I like the combat of 10-2. I think the combat's really nice. The story, not so much. The story is a bit meh, or whatever your favourite abbreviation of I don't really have an opinion of it is. But it's been such a long time since I played 10-2. Excited for Final Fantasy XII. I've never got my hands on the international version of the Zodiac system. Same here, Dynasty. I've never managed to play that version either. I played the original release. I didn't even realise that they had a new version out until the other day when I was reading up on it. So current playtime is slightly wrong. Current playtime is a little bit longer than 75 hours now. I've not updated it. My current playtime is around 84 hours. And in response to Dynasty, I am also excited for it. It should be good. Although I've read that it's again another huge grind at the end of the game. Which I'm getting used to these grinds. They're not so bad. It's a lot easier doing the grind when you're streaming, when you've got a load of decent people in the chat, filling the chat up, which is really nice. It makes it so much more enjoyable. It makes streaming so much more enjoyable. If you're liking the stream, chuck us a subscribe and a like. It would be greatly appreciated. Feel free to join my Discord or send me a PSN invite. My PSN is exactly the same as my streaming name. If you're not enjoying the stream, let me know what you're not enjoying, and I will try and change it. Jiva Rico Barakina. My platinum Final Fantasy X is around 40 hours. Is that even possible? Is it possible to get platinum in Final Fantasy X in 40 hours? If so, that's really impressive. I mean, I guess you could potentially get 40 hours on an emulator with things sped up, maybe? What are we doing? Let's give this thing a mug. Steal some gambler's spirit. 140. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the comments on the screen kind of get broken out. I have my laptop next to me for the ones that are a little bit longer. 140 hours. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, hoping to be able to do it sub 100. Although I think it's going to be close. I wasn't aiming to do sort of sub 100, but it might be possible. How do you check hours? Normally in the game you just press triangle in the bottom left. There's how many hours you played. On older Final Fantasies it tells you to save, but this Final Fantasy X doesn't. I've got a command set up with Nightbot that you can run progress, I think. That will tell you how many hours I've played, although I have to manually update it, so it's probably a little bit wrong. I will just once this thing is finished and into the ground. Now you want Final Fantasy X 2 Platinum. Yes, Jackie Rico, join the club. So we're getting quite a few dark matters this time around, which is nice. How many dark matters? We've got 61 dark matters. So I'm currently 85 hours. I'm a little bit further, so I think that goal of sub 100 is probably not going to happen. So I'm feeling pretty confident about this Greater Sphere now. I think I know how to kill it, so it should make it a little bit quicker. Essentially all we need to do is do the shell, the auto life, then Tidus' slice and dice, then Anima's overdrive, then entrust Riku's overdrive to Yuna and summon the Mega Sisters and do their overdrive, and then that should pretty much be it dead. We should all try and do Final Fantasy X 2 Platinum as a collective. Help each person through with moral support, because I think that's needed for some of the things in Final Fantasy X-2. If you're not aware, with Final Fantasy X, there's only one missable trophy in the entire game. And that's the Albed trophy, because there are some Albed primers in Albed Home, Bicknell Home, which you can miss. Whereas with X-2, you can miss a lot of the trophies. So if you are going to be trying X-2 Platinum Trophy, I would advise you to definitely go and look at a guide. Good channel, Maria recommended it. Thank you very much, Ashley Forrester. Glad to have you in the stream with us. How come you stopped streaming, Lydia? Dynasty 99, I've always wondered something about Anima. Does shortening some animation make her attack do more damage, or does it not have a damage limit? So the reason why, and this is a bit of Final Fantasy trivia for you, the hardest hitting attack in the whole game is, what am I doing? Is Anima's overdrive, if you have it shortened. I can't remember how many attacks Anima does, but essentially if you shorten the overdrive, then it adds it all together. So it's the biggest attack that you can do. So if you hit a normal monster, so something without stupid defense, then you can quite easily do over 1 million damage. Where is Nemesis? Nemesis isn't inside the monster arena. I will show you after I've killed this guy one more time, and I'll show you whereabouts he pops up. It's been fixed since then. Lydia. My PC wouldn't let me edit the footage properly. So were you live streaming, or were you just were you recording and then sending up to YouTube, Lydia? I'm getting to the point now where I think I probably don't need to be doing the auto life. I'm feeling reasonably confident that shall is enough. Let's have a go. So I have to get 6 hits with Slice and Dice, I think. I was live streaming at the time. Yeah, I did have a look through some of your videos, Lydia. What am I doing? Let's go straight in and summon Anima. But when I was trying to split the streams into hour-long sections, it wouldn't allow it. Yeah, YouTube's stream functionality, trim functionality leaves a lot to be desired. It's pretty poor. I think I'm going to have to get myself... I get very British, I'm going to have to go get myself a cup of tea in a minute. Feel very parched. One day I'll stream again, one day. You should be streaming your Final Fantasy X-2 Platinum progress. I'm sure there's plenty of people in the chat that would enjoy that. And so now with Riku we want to entrust her overdrive to Yuna. And then with Yuna do a grand summon of the Mega Sisters. So if anybody has any suggestions for the stream, pop them into the chat for me. Any constructive criticism is always appreciated. Trying for more subs, I can share your link on my Retweet Nation. I'm always after more subs, although that is not the primary reason why I'm streaming. But the more people in the chat room, the better the stream. Is that going to kill it? I don't know enough. Yes. Okay, this thing should now be a lot easier to kill. So yeah, I don't really stream for money or for subs or anything like that. I'm streaming because I play a lot of games normally, and I started streaming just because I thought, well, I'm playing the game, so I might as well stream in case anybody wants to watch. And then about 2 weeks ago, I started streaming Final Fantasy X, and I got a few people into chat, started talking, and realised that I actually enjoy streaming. I actually enjoy talking and interacting with the community and the people in the chat channel. So I used to be quite a big MMO player, and one of the things I always liked about MMOs was just the community in general, and sort of just basically chilling with people and playing the game and enjoying like-minded company. Unfortunately, a lot of the MMOs these days basically go against that and essentially just try and tunnel you down to end game and just grinding crap and not really speaking to anybody. And I kind of lost that with MMOs, whereas I kind of feel like I'm getting that again now with streaming. Obviously, we've got 30 people in the chat channel, and we got 10 of you guys being really active in the chat at least, which is really nice. And like I said, I've said it before, and I'll probably say it again quite a few times. It's you guys in the chat channel that make the stream. I'm here nattering away, but it's you guys that are providing me with stuff to talk about. Hey Mario, welcome to the stream. Don't be afraid to get on the mic. Dynasty, don't be afraid. It took me about a week to work up the courage to get onto the mic, I'd say. I had to wait for a day when I was on my own. And so my wife had gone into town, she'd gone out with some of her friends. And then I dug the mic out and sat here feeling very, very self-conscious about myself. I'm getting more and more comfortable with it now. There are some days where I'm much more comfortable and sort of natter a lot more. There are some days where I'm a little bit quieter. It helps depending on what game you're playing. Obviously, if you're playing a game where you can talk about a lot of stuff, then it's great. There are some points in this game, for example, where it's just really, really hard to talk about anything. Prime example of that would be trying to go through the sphere grid. That's reasonably boring, and it's reasonably hard to talk about anything because the chat's quite quiet. And yes, I agree, Lydia, the tonk or the pomp with Yuna's stave is quite entertaining. It just seems very wrong. Your mother has the worst timing for interrupting. Well, my wife finds it very entertaining when I'm streaming. Apparently, I don't normally talk. As I said, I tend to mumble. I don't normally talk the same way that I stream. So if you talk to me just in general day to day, I'm not as vocal as I am at the moment. I'm quite a quiet person. So she finds it very entertaining to sit there. She tends to sit there pulling faces at me. A big thank you to Maria, who's moderating at the moment. But yeah, all I can say is just get on the mic and have a go. Try and get used to talking out loud about your inner monologue. I'm saving up for my own place soon, so hopefully it will not be an issue for much longer. Yeah, again, I kind of think that you have to get used to speaking out loud first. So having a nice quiet area where nobody's going to interrupt you or anything like that is definitely needed. The voice actors, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 version. The extras on Final Fantasy X Seven Raiders. What voice extras? Obviously, you've got the new music, and a few other bits and pieces. I didn't realise there was new voices. You're still streaming Mario Golf. How far through Mario Golf are you, Mario? Dynasty, I'll put a disclaimer out there. I am by no means a pro at streaming. I have been streaming for nearly 2 weeks, I'd say. Probably 2 weeks. $2.5. Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks I've been streaming actively. Like I've streamed in the past. I streamed a load of Dark Souls games that I play, and some Bloodborne, and I streamed a little bit of Heroes of the Storm and Overwatch when I'm up on my computer. No, but this is the first time that I've actively tried to stream properly. Oh shit. There we go, taking him out. Mario Golf is fun. That's coming from someone who doesn't like golf. I assume Mario Golf is very much like the old school Everybody's Golf. Everybody's Golf is a great game back on the PlayStation. I think we need one more one-eye to build Overdrive fully. I look back at some of my old videos and cringe. Why are you cringing, Lydia? I find it very strange listening to my videos. Hopefully the in-game music isn't too bad anymore. It used to be really, really bad. But I find it very strange sat there listening to myself. I get that stereotypical thing where I sit there going, that's not me. Doesn't sound like me. Mostly mic/video quality. That's one good thing I will say about the PlayStation, is the video quality for the stream is very, very good. 720 and 60 frames per second. It works and it looks really, really nice. That was back in, oh god, 2007. 2007. That is a fairly long time ago now. So I think I've got that guy down to pretty much a T now. And what's probably going to happen is, now that I've said that, I'm probably going to die. So I think we definitely need to cast Shao on everybody. Well, saying that, I wonder whether we do, because he only responds with Ultima when you hit him with a physical attack, and we're not physically attacking anybody anymore. So I could probably get away without doing Shao. We'll have to make sure next time. So there's always quite a few people streaming Final Fantasy X, which I find quite strange sometimes. At the moment we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people streaming Final Fantasy X. That's not... There could be people streaming Final Fantasy X HD as well in that channel. Raphael Rogalaski, yes, I am farming luck nodes. I need to get 22 damn things. We're getting there. I probably won't get all 22 tonight. Probably go and do something else in a little bit. There's my lovely little cheat sheet that Maria's just prompted Nightbot to pop up. This is a cheat sheet that I've created from all the community-based stuff around Final Fantasy X. Feel free to have a look, feel free to save it and use it if you're going to play through Final Fantasy X. Feel free to send me a message if you think that something's missing from it and you want to change something on it. Yeah, I think Poxo is doing a blind run of Final Fantasy X at the moment on YouTube. There's quite a few people doing some blind runs of it. Like I said earlier, I'm very much community driven, so I tend to drop into their streams as well and trying to help them. Are you replacing existing luck nodes with +4? No, Raphael, I am not. I am literally just getting just enough to progress and kill or easily farm Dark Yojimbo. Ryan0129, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you with us. Why don't you use Wakka's attack reels in this fight? Is he not leveled up enough? No, he is not leveled up enough. He also does not have his celestial weapon at the moment. He is the only character that does not have his celestial weapon. He literally, I'm just waiting for the sigil. I'm probably about halfway through the Blitzball games to get it. I kind of put Blitzball off right until the last moment, which was a massive mistake. 85 luck, 114 luck I need altogether. I need to match his luck as far as I know, and then I will consistently hit him. At the moment, he pretty much dodges all the time. So I don't know how many luck spheres we've got so far. We've killed this guy a few times now, but I don't think anywhere near enough. So we've got 13 luck spheres, so really we probably need to kill him another 5 times, assuming that he drops the sphere every single time. Obviously sometimes he drops some dark matter, which is fine. Well, dark matter is even nicer than the spheres, I'd probably say. See you later, Seven Raiders. Enjoy your evening. I think, yeah, enjoy your evening. I think that's right. If you cast Null All, you'll have enough with 85. Null All. Which one's Null All, Raphael? $85 luck. I've probably got enough for 85 luck actually. Is that Super Null All? That's one of Riku's mixes, isn't it? I think. No, we'll take him out one more time, and then I'm gonna have to grab myself a cup of tea. I'm going to be very British and go and get a cup of tea. It's a bit too late to get a cup of coffee. I'll be up all night. The Jumbo Flans are absolute pain in the ass to kill. It takes such a long time to kill those Jumbo Flans. Really long time. So one more one eye, that should get everybody's overdrive full, assuming he doesn't ambush me again. And then one more time on the Greater Sphere. And the worst part is if we've got 15 luck spheres, we need to grind 15 fortune spheres off the Earth Eater, which is also a pain. Ultra Null All, cast 5 cheers and 5 aims, and yes, Riku's mix. Yes, I was looking at that earlier, Raphael, trying to figure out what it was I needed to mix. Amongst other boosts. So yeah, I think I should be fine with that. At the moment I'm struggling with the Dark Jojimbo, just because A, I can't hit him, and B, he absolutely slaughters me for some reason. So I'm going to try and do this time with no shell. Let's see whether this works. We should be okay. So I've got 6 hits with the 6 hits with the slice and dice. Like I say, it should just then be able to summon Anima. At this point in time, I probably need to farm Dark Yojimbo about 15 times, assuming of course that I don't get any more dark matter. Have you killed the Dark Aeons, Raphael? Have you done all the monster arena? Oh, goodbye, Anima. You served your purpose well. So we then, oh no wait, I need to entrust first of all. Let's entrust. I nearly went wrong. Yes, with 90 plus luck. Yeah, the luck stuff is probably the worst next to the magic spheres from the Jumbo Flan. That Jumbo Flan is just, yeah, I just spend so much time just sit there casting pain with Anima. So this should be the last Overdrive in the Delta attack. The first time I did the Delta attack with the Sisters, Anima's attack was hitting for about 1 million. I did the Delta attack with the Sisters, the first time I did it, and did the whole build up, did the whole cutscene, did 5,000 damage. Ooh, SpaceX Falcon 9 launching. Is it launching now, Desmond? Got to bounce slow off reflected Anima for Jumbo Flan to be hit with it. Yeah, Jumbo Flan, I think I double cast reflected flare to kill it. Yeah, so my magic's not that high at the moment, so I tend to, I'm just going to give it a save so the screen's going to disappear for a second. I tend to start the match with casting Reflect on Tidus, bouncing slow off Tidus onto the Flan, and then summoning Anima, who's got haste and shout, and just basically sat there spamming away. And let's have a go now. Oh, it's in an hour, okay. So I'm just going to go and quickly grab a cup of tea. Will probably only be 2 minutes. If anybody has any preference on the next bit, we can farm some really entertaining stuff we've got. We can do some Blitzball, we can farm some Jumbo Flan, we could do some Sphere Grid, or yeah, that's pretty much about it. Right, be right back.
Okay, I'm back. Let's just scroll up and chat. Have you, Martin Baker, I'm not sure if you're still in the stream. Have you completed the sphere grid for all the characters? Then you just sit at 99. No, I've not finished the sphere grid for everybody. If you're still in the chat, I have gone through the sphere grid with Tidus, Yuna, and Riku, but I've still got lots of empty nodes everywhere. The reason why I'm sitting at 99 with everybody else is just because it doesn't really make much of a nice stream for me to sit there going through the sphere grid, because it's pretty damn boring. Welcome to the stream, John and Martin as well. Hey Scotsman, how are you today? Blah, blah, blah. So the Nightbot is a automated process. It doesn't have it does have a channel, but yeah, it's an automated process that basically sits there and responds to commands that you put in. So it'll sit there and read the chat and work out what to do with it. So if you run ! commands, then you'll see a list of all the commands that everybody can work with. Why are you farming MP spheres? I'm not farming MP spheres. I think I've got a few MP spheres, but I'm not actively farming them. So if I've got a few MP spheres, it's probably just because I was killing the creation in the hope of getting some nice, quick, easy dark matter. Hey Mark Tourist, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you with us. I think that's all the chat caught up with. Right, then, what should we do? Should we do some Blitzball, or should we continue grinding? Blitzball or grind? Blitzball or grind? Yes, I was farming magic spheres. I need 46 magic spheres to max out magic. I've got 29. So, what's that? That's extra 17. Which means I need to kill roughly 8 to 9 more Jumbo Flans, I think. Do some Blitz. Okay, let's do some Blitz. I can't remember the last time I saved it, so I'm just going to quickly save it now. So I think I did 4 games of Blitz the other day for the league. I don't know why I've gone to the air. I didn't mean to go to the airship. Desmond, will you ever stream? So my team for Blitzball consists of Tidus, Wedge, Brothers Zalit, Rop and Jamal. I would like to see the grid, to be honest. I've never known how to grind on this game. How do you do the fun stuff? Well, I'll do a little bit of the grid in a bit, as we're winding down the stream. So that anybody who wants to jump off and go and watch somebody else who's doing something slightly more fun, they obviously get a chance to. Although saying that, I imagine quite a few people will probably drop off now because not very many people like Blitzball. But it is a necessary evil. Although, if you're Lydia and a few other people, then you actually like Blitzball, so it's not really an evil at all. Done. Let's go. Okay, what's your strategy for matching magic? I didn't add any magic spheres to my grid before beating Dark Aeons. I don't really know why I'm maxing magic. Probably just because I need to fill the slots with something. And I really can't be bothered to farm all the Lux spheres, really. So in this version of the game, which is based off the international version of the game, then you need, I think it's 230 luck to be fully maxed. I remember how hyped I got for someone for Blitz, only to ruin their hopes and dreams. So, Blitzball so far has been going reasonably well. This is not a good start. This is not a good start. This might be a goal. It is a goal. Ah, well, what is this? First goal already. So that's the second goal I've ever had against me in Blitzball. Right off the cuff as well. Right off the cuff. So the idea is that we're going to pull some of these guys out of position and then pass to Tidus, get Tidus close enough to the goal so that he can do his jet shot. Some of these Luca goers are pretty fast, and some of them have quite a high intercept range. It's going to be risky trying to break through this person with 11, but we're good, we're good. So we should be able to zip up here, and then we don't need to break through these guys because his jet shot will actually get rid of both of them. Now the interesting with Tidus and Zanarkand, which is so good. The interesting with Tidus and Zanarkand is amazing, although I think it's the music that makes it really good. Obviously having that nice rock music sort of banging away as well, it's pretty good. I enjoy it. Will restart my game if I don't win the first tourney. Also gets Whacker's best stuff. Yeah, so Whacker's Overdrives and Celestial and Sigil are all through Blitzball. Now, I haven't lost a single game of Blitzball yet. Quite often, the enemy team doesn't even get a score in. So it's very rare, and it's very strange for these guys to get a score straight away. But it's fine. One shot is nothing. And 12 shot to 16 catch. So I was not paying attention. So the way that the stats work in Blitzball, sorry, I get a bit distracted. The way the stats work in Blitzball is, say you've got 10 shot against 10 catch. Your shooting can take a 50% increase or a 50% decrease. So there's a very high chance that your shot at 10 could either be 5 or 15. Or is it the other way around? I think it might be the defenders, but either case there's a 50% leeway on it, which means that even at such a high catch, there's a very high chance that you won't be able to do anything. How do I change my YouTube pick? You have to change your YouTube pick if you click on the top right, go to profile and change it in there. You have to change it in Google Plus, Desmond, I think, and it will then change it in YouTube as well. Don't forget about the tech copies. Yeah, tech copies, always forget about tech copies and always struggle with them. Ace CapCad, welcome to the stream. You've joined us at just the right time for all of your Blitzball fun. Or not, if you don't like Blitzball. So this tournament I've got or this league, sorry, we've got the status reels as the primary prize, which is what we're aiming for. Now, as far as I remember, I don't need to play every single game. If I win a certain amount of games, then I can't lose. So then we can just forfeit the last few games, I think. I can't remember exactly how it works. But I think if I win 7 games, depending on how the stats line up, I can then just forfeit the last 3 games. Try to drink my cup of tea. Let's try and break through. Get ready? No, missed it. This probably won't go in. You've got to be losing the match. Oh, I didn't realise you have to be losing it. So half time and we're 1 ahead, which is good. That's all we need. So you can actually you can cheese Blitzball. If you're winning, you can basically on the set off you can grab the ball and just go sit behind your goal and watch the enemy team just spin around. The AI for the teams are not for the other teams aren't that great. Let's set everything. I probably want with a tackle. That's probably quite a good one. Sallets can never learn anything. Rock can hardly ever learn anything. He's got a river tackle there. What's everybody's most optimum Blitzball team? You've seen Max Blitzball games for stats are insane. Max Blitzball games, yeah, so you can level your characters up to level 99 for Blitzball. And yeah, the stats are then pretty crazy. In actuality, the Besaid Aurochs are one of the better teams for stats. So we're going to try and break through something like that. Okay. So Black Hat Mario and Ars are streaming at the same time. I mod for all of you. No, don't worry, Maria. Just jump in and out. It's fine. I don't think the chat channel needs a huge amount of moderation. If anybody else would like to be a moderator in the channel, just let me know. Always glad to have more people. I think the highest my team was on my PS2 was in the 60s. Yeah, so the highest I've ever been was on the PlayStation. I can't remember exactly what it was. Let's have a shoot from here. Why not? 20. Probably not going to work. Oh, definitely not going to work. Martin Baker, I stick with the Aurochs. Yeah, the Aurochs are a pretty good team. They're just quite hard to work with right at the beginning. So yeah, as Maria said, she modifies for both me, somebody called Art for Games or Art for Life. I can't remember exactly the full name, but we just call him Art, and Mario as well. She likes to mod. Yeah, Eject Shot is definitely the quickest and easiest route to a win. Tidus is quite far away. We might be able to get to him. We might not. Yeah, we got him. And hopefully, we can just quickly swim through the middle. Swim. And then see if we can break and shoot. Nope. Yeah, it's no good moderating a stream at 2 o'clock in the morning, especially if you're in the UK as well. So hopefully this should be another goal. Or not. Yeah, the reduction in the HP is a bit annoying. Right, there's no way that this should go in. No, lovely, it's been caught. But then I guess that's the gamble, isn't it? That's what you're gambling on when you're shooting. Drain tackle. Nope, don't need it. So I don't think we're going to get another shot in this game. Maybe swap between the 3 channels on mod 4 priority over others, so... Although I'm reckon I've never watched him stream. George, yes, do hit the reset button because it forces the spawn. I tried playing all the way through until the stuff actually appeared, and it took absolutely ages for the stuff to actually appear. And it just became faster for me to reset the data, get the thing, and then actually go and recruit all of the players again. It should be a goal. Yeah, the Greater Sphere was taking a little while, although we got the technique down pretty quickly. So we got to do slice and dice, and then if you've got summons, just use summons and overdrives. That's what was working best for me. If you've got Whacker's overdrive, that's probably going to make that a lot easier. Yeah, I accidentally selected League when I first started playing Blitzball and played 10 extra games by mistake. I lost all of that when I reset the data. But it was taking ages so it just weren't coming up, so I saved it, then reset, and it spawned pretty much straight away when I reset. The Greater Sphere is a special monster creation. It's the second special monster creation, and it counter-attacks with Ultima for physical attacks. Auto life on Tidus. Okay, so you've got everybody out off. You're just using Tidus with his high magic defense. I've got a load of magic defense spheres, but I've not used them yet. That should be nice, easy. Allowed to reload and replace that map whack stuff appears. Ryano, no, you can't. The stuff basically locks in as soon as you start playing. As soon as you played one game, it's locked then, so you can't reset it. Win by 5. Well, it is the Ronsos. The Ronsos are one of the easier teams to get around because they're so slow. But yeah, my mic is cutting out. I've been putting myself on to mute a few times. Oh, I wanted that. Just come home, so I was just speaking to her, so just put the mic on mute. I'm sure you don't want to hear me speaking away to my own behalf. I think it makes a loud click when I put it onto mute. So we don't need to break. We can just use inject shot here. Get rid of those two, and that should be again another easy goal. Desmond Dalby, I can't wait to stream and show Kimari Magic Resist. Kimari's Magic Resist is very low then, by default I take it. So we might be able to get one more goal in for the Ronsos. One more goal in the first half. The only thing the Ronsos is the high bit. Oh, we got the ball. We got the ball. I wasn't paying attention. How much health does Tidus have? Oh, we're not going to have enough time to do anything anyway. 10 seconds is not enough to do anything. I love the nap tackles. Nap tackles are great. Yeah. When they hit, the nap tackles are great. Half time just as he hit the ball. Half time just as he hit the ball. Just a couple more seconds and it would have been one more. Sorry, I was probably misunderstanding. I meant replay the last game of the session so that the new season tournament starts after it. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Again, I don't think the item pool works like that. I think it, as you go into the menu, that's when it decides what it's going to put in there. So obviously you can exit and enter the menu many times to kind of get a new set of items for the tournaments. But like I said, I tried that probably about 20 or so times and I couldn't get the items to spawn, so I then saved it and tried the reset, and that worked fine. So the status reels are from a league, the auric reels are then from a tournament, and then we've got to do another league to get the sigil. So at the most we're looking at least another 16 games. Which is 160 minutes. Which is nearly 3 hours worth of Blitzball. And this is why you don't leave Blitzball right until the end, so you don't have to do like five hours worth of Blitzball in one go. That should be 4-0. So that's 11 PM in the UK. Thanks for the happy show. Yeah, so it's 10:30 in the UK at the moment. So I'm just going to have a look to see how many games out of a tournament you actually have to win. Or league, sorry. Because if you don't need to win all of them, I might forfeit a few of them and intentionally lose them, just so I can win, but don't have to play them all. I did that the other day, sat from 5 to 10 PM doing Blitzball. Yeah, 5 hours of Blitzball is just too much. Weather here is very sweaty and muggy at the moment. And it's very, very humid. Oh, the Ronsos have stolen the ball. Yeah, when I was playing the other day, our boiler decided that it was going to try and bake us in the house, even though it was already warm. The heating came on, and we couldn't turn it off. I don't know why I'm moving Rock all the way up there. He's only got one shot. His one shot is not going to do very much. Yeah, we've got a Hive thermostat, which is the control from your smartphone. and it decided that it was going to put the temperature up really, really high, and then couldn't control it at all. Ended up having to turn it off at the boiler. So it's going to be 50-50 whether they steal the ball or they stole the ball. No, I have the ball. I was reading. No, I don't think this is going to go in. Looks fine, we're 4 up. Oh, it might go in. Oh no, it just reduces his shot to 0, I think. He's going to try and pass through 3 people. I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, so I'm not sure whether we've got another heat wave in the UK or not, but it was pretty warm today. We got up to about 25 degrees. Lowered their keeper's block. So it did nothing confused. Oh, it lowered the block. Keeper needs lots of block. 5-0. I think that's what Maria called was 5, so 5-0 it was. Hey Jermaine, welcome to the stream. Still farming those Jumbo Flans. Look like blue panna cotta pudding. So round 7, so this is the 7th game. Against the Guardos. I think at this level the Guardos are pretty slow. As they get higher up they get really, really fast, and they get a lot of techniques. What do we want? Let's take the nap shot. See if we can put the keeper to sleep. Oh, that'll do. There's not really much point setting too many techniques, just because obviously I'm gonna reset all the data. So obviously it seems a bit pointless resetting, learn all techniques just to have it reset. That's a very strange thing to be doing. Reversing names. What's the goalie? Oh, the Guardos have got Nimruk as a goal. It is a pain to get things past. Nimruk is I think he's got the highest catch in the game. Wait, am I playing the Guardos or am I playing the Albed Sykes? Maybe I'm playing the Albed Sykes, maybe I was mistaken. We've passed down to Tidus, who should be in a position to get up there and get a jet shot in. There should be a goal even with Nimruk in goal. So no breaks needed. Just shoot, jet shot. I was only 21 shot against a 19 catch, so obviously the 21 can have an extra 10 added to it. No, missed. Yeah, it does look like the Albeds. I think I read the description wrong. It wasn't the Guardos. So the Albeds at this level are always the hardest things to get through. And they've got very fast players with lots of endurance and lots of attack. And then their goalie has a stupid amount of catch. So yeah, we'd only be able to, well, it's going to be a 50-50 chance whether we can break through at all. I wasn't ready for the tech copy. Yes, I think that's probably going to be the only way we get something in. But trying to get to the goal against the Elbed Sykes with nobody there, it's really hard. I'd say they're a pretty fast team, so they catch up to you very, very quickly. So I'm trying to, well, also keep an eye on the game. Trying to figure out whether I can only play a certain amount of games and then just forfeit the other games. Oh look, they've got bigs. I've got wedge and they've got bigs. Hey Mr. Prezes, welcome to the stream. I spend more time playing Blitzball than the storyline. I left Blitzball right until the end, so I'm having to spend lots of time playing it now. So we should be able to break Lakam and pass up to Wedge. I think Wedge has got quite a high shot. He's got a shot at 17. He also has Wither shot, which I think pushes it a little bit higher. So hopefully we'll be able to break whoever this is following. It's going to be close. I don't know whether we'll be able to break through. No, we've broke through the person. Hey, that's one goal. That's all we need. We don't need any more goals. Just the one. That should be a win against the Elbed Sykes. You can, but if you get most points from the goals, you get another reward when you both lose in the tournament. Yes, you do. But because I'm going to be resetting the data, getting that extra prize is not really something I need, because it tends to be a technique or something. And so with a tackle doesn't seem to add any more attack onto the tackle. Is he shooting? He is shooting. With a shot of 6, I don't think he's going to get very far. Let's have time. So I'm still trying to have a look to see how many games I need to win. Now there's some very useful information on how to win, but not how many wins. It looks like I'm going to be playing all of them. That'll do. Yep, done. Let's not bother with any of the techniques. So I think we'll do this game and then probably do a bit more grinding in the monster arena and then do a bit of the sphere grid. Now we might be able to get up really close to the keeper, hopefully with only 2. I don't know whether this is going to be close enough, but we'll have a go. So there's I think the eject shot 2, if you get that, I think you can take 3 people out with eject shot 2, which is probably the most overpowered shot in the game. Yeah, oh yeah, so if I'm miles ahead of everybody else, and I forfeit the last 2 games, then as long as I am 9 points ahead, then I shouldn't need to play anymore. In theory. Oh, we learnt nap tackle for somebody. Don't know who it was. Jet shot to 99, shot plus 10, eliminates 3 defenders and has an invisible shot effect. Yeah, pretty overpowered then. I mean, the jet shot itself is already overpowered, being able to take out 2 defenders. But I think to get the jet shot 2, you've got to have Tears learn all of his techniques, somebody was saying, and then you can potentially learn jet shot 2. What are we going to do? Let's pass to Tidus. And we got the Venom tackle as well. Tidus has got enough HP to do another jet shot. It might go in this time. Alright, this stands quite a high chance of actually going in the goal. Take out those 2. Yeah, nap shot was always my favourite tackle. Nap tackle or nap shot was always favourite, just because obviously you put them to sleep, then it's instant goal. You need to achieve his key techs, then the jet shot 2 becomes a legal reward. Oh, okay, so not all of his techniques, but only the key ones. It's just we've got 3. You need just his 3 key abilities. What are his 3 key abilities? Let's see how close we can get. So we should be able to break through the first person. And then let's have another go at a shot. Yeah, I think Jet Shot 2 is a tournament prize. I definitely remember getting it on the PlayStation 2 as a prize for something. Jet Shot 2 actually shows up in the tournaments, at least on the PS4 days. So if you're poisoned, you can't use your techs, which is a bit annoying because Brother's got enough HP to be able to with a shot 2, which might have been a goal. Always catches me out. I always forget that if you are poisoned, you can't actually use your key stuff. Key techs are showed in the menu at the bottom. I didn't know that. I might as well just sit here. So this is kind of like the spot that you can go to as well as behind your goal to basically make the other team sit there spinning around doing nothing. Right, so if we work out, let's have a look at these stats to see whether we need to play any more games. So I am 21 points ahead, and the Albed Sykes are 12 points behind, 12 points ahead. So that is 9, which means I have to play one more game. If I play one more game and then win that, then we should be able to forfeit the last 2. So this should be the last game. I don't know who it's against. I didn't have a look. key abilities, it will tell you when you... Oops. Press the wrong button. Oh, we're playing against the Killer Beasts, so the Killer Beasts should be a bit of a steamrolled, really. They should be very simple to get past. If you don't need Sigil, you have to win so many games and have Oryx up in Team Scout. Then again, things have changed since last time I got on PlayStation 2. So really, I don't need the Sigil at all. I don't need the Sigil to get through the game. I've already got the trophy for the Celestial Weapons. So yeah, I don't actually need the Sigil, but if I want to grind certain things, then having the Sigil and the attack reels is going to make things a lot easier. If you're looking for good free agents, go for Lena and Keeper combined with Tears from Rob. So the team that I've got at the moment is the best team for the early on matches. And because I am using the reset data trick, it should be the best team. Yep, Scotsman has just popped up saying he's streaming as well. Although he's not popped up onto the YouTube gaming yet. Wait, wrap the ball. So the problem is it's just past the halfway line and score. As long as one of your highs gets the ball, it's very easy. And Gar doesn't really have much endurance, so he tends to get obliterated by either Waka, either Wedge or Brother, which means that then we can just grab the ball and carry on through. Wedge has got the ball, so again we kind of just go into the middle. We've got a few people to break this time. So what we've got 11-7, so we should be able to break the first one and then we'll just go for a shot again. No, very close on the first one. Is he going to get a hand to it? 30. That might still go in. No. What's he going to try and do? Oh, he got the ball straight away. And then we've got no contests in the ball, we're just shooting at this point. And that should be a goal. Ooh, 4-0. How is the oversized pudding grind going? So the Killer Beasts do not seem to be learning. They seem to be doing the same technique over and over and over again. So if there was a goal prize, which there is, then I'm sure we'll win it just from this game alone. You know, 5-0 up and 3.5 minutes in. The only start affecting this is whether I have enough endurance to keep going through. Enough HP to keep going through. Obviously, Brother and Wedge are fast enough that they can get to this spot without getting anybody else around them. Well, now Brother only has 16 HP, so 6-0. Good old Blitzball. Blitzball against the Killer Beasts is pretty satisfying. because they just don't learn. We get 7-0 up in the first half. We know we're taking dinner. Welcome to the stream. No, I've not hit double digits yet. Hit double digits in this game. 9 more games until you get the Jupiter Sigil, so the Jupiter Sigil has spawned for you. I'd rather play 24 hours of Blitzball than dodge 100 lightning strikes again. Dodge 200 lightning strikes. The lightning strike stuff wasn't too bad in the end. It took me 2 goes at it, pretty much, like two attempts. Now the second attempt I did non-streaming. This is the first attempt I got to 110 or so and then got distracted by something in chat. So yeah, I did that while not streaming so I couldn't get distracted. If you was not doing the reset trick, they like to buy other players, so they get better if you let them. Yeah, the outbeds, they bolster any team. Any team with Nimruk on it is pretty much a pain. Yeah, but the lightning strike, if you use the crater trick with a no encounter weapon on, it's very easy. You just have to have a little bit of patience with it and take it slowly. Run around with two little craters up to the white spot, and then you should be good. So I wonder whether we can get over 10. We should be able to. SBSP, do you do rants? What are rants? If you mean shouting, then no, I don't. Just blast some 9-inch nails on in the background. Yeah, 9-inch nails in the background while I'm trying to do lightning strike. That's it's not my definition of concentration. Your chat must have maxed out because you can't see the comments. I've not seen that before. Ah, so 3 of them got to me this time. We're not going to be able to break both. We'll have a shot anyway. Had to refresh your stream chat. I've not had to refresh mine yet. Reasonably full. Oh, now the Nizarut has learned Super Goalie. And he's just had his block half, because you know, that's exactly what you want to have. His block. Wedge has got the ball, and this should be another goal. I never used any tricks for lightning dodges. I have done it with no peaceful shield. Why? Just make it harder for yourself, Jermaine. Just making it harder. No encounters. And on the crater. Make it easy. Still takes about 20 minutes. And my advice to anybody who needs to do a lightning trick is do about 20 dodges and then start counting from 0. So just in case you start choking towards the 90 mark and then fail, then at least you'll still get it. Tricking your brain into thinking you're all right. Well, way more fun and dangerous that way. Plus, I have all the time in the world. I have no life. I'm sure you have life, even if it's just playing Final Fantasy. After doing the lightning trick, the first session, I think I spent about 40 minutes trying to do it. I was very reluctant to return to the lightning stuff. The second time around, finally sort of bugged it up and got it done. I don't plan on ever doing it again. Plug into the Matrix. Or plug into YouTube Gaming. So it's not looking like we're getting to double digits. As much as we'd like to get into double digits, it's not looking like it. They're shooting from halfway mark and they've got drop in front with a 15 block. The computer does not have any sense sometimes. You know, how much HP does brother have? Has brother got enough HP? He's not got enough HP. And Wedge is poisoned, so Wedge is pretty fast though, so he'll basically be able to swim around everybody. Like the lightning dodging, you've done it 5 times. You would have to like it. Voluntarily do it 5 times. Once is enough for me. I don't think I want to do it again. No, I don't think I want to do the Chocobo racing stuff again. The Chocobo racing stuff under Remian Temple, that was alright. I kind of enjoyed doing that. But that's because there wasn't any stupid clunky controls to work with, or not too clunky to work with anyway. I have my SNES 8-bit PS1 2 boxed up at the moment, no time/room. Now I've only recently started getting enough time to put all of these, all the hours into the games again. It's nice to actually get back into gaming. So I am now, I'm still 9 points ahead, so I can't lose. So I'm going to, okay, let's renew him for a game. So we're going to go back. We're going to save. So the stream will just disappear for a second while I save. Because PlayStation 4 does not let you stream the saving screens for some reason. And then in theory, we should be able to play the league and forfeit the games. Because I'm far enough in the lead. Let's have a go. But I think someone was saying earlier that you can only forfeit the game if you are losing. I think it's going to be quite hard for me to lose. I don't even know what button to press to forfeit the game. Is it triangle to bring up the menu to forfeit? The SNES and the NES, great consoles. I think it's going to take a reasonable amount for me to be able to lose. Start or select. You can only forfeit if you're behind, so get some weak defenders in and bad goalie. Let's have a shot. Triangle apparently. Yeah, but this is reliant upon the Guardos actually getting a goal, which is probably not going to happen. If we lead them all the way back to our goalie. Shooting with one shot. I'm trying to lose. I think it's going to be harder than I think. shooting from my side. I don't know what centre attack is, let's try that. This person also has one shot and was trying to shoot. Alright, well I don't think I'm going to be able to lose really easily. Brother is goat. Brother is a goat. Brother is goat. Brother is good. He's got a crazy block. Brother is a sheep. Oh, greatest of all time. I've never heard that abbreviation or seen that abbreviation before. Yeah, I've not lost a single game of Blitzball yet, Jermaine, either. And even when trying to lose, cannot lose. Everything gets abbreviated these days. I've never seen GOAT before as the greatest of all time. I think that would probably be better abbreviated to something like GROAT. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to lose, so we might as well win instead. Yeah, Brother's speed is really good. He's got high speed, he's got high block, he's got reasonably high shot. He's not got amazing attack, but he's not got anything bad. He's just a very good all-round midfield player. Which is exactly where we got him. Oh, excuse me. Tidus is better at shooting, definitely, but only because he's got reject shot. Without reject shot, he'd be alright, I guess. He wouldn't be amazing, Tidus, that is. Oh, we've got 10 seconds left of this half. Yep, still can't forfeit. Huh? It's 0-0. The people that don't normally get hold of the ball have actually gone up in skill level. Yep, let's go. No, we don't want to set any marks. Right, let's just go and get a single goal then. We get a single goal, and we'll be good. Until you get worker leveled up, I think there is an exploit to get him before you reset and it ends up game. Well, I can't read that on there. Until you get worker leveled up, I think there is an exploit to get him before, but if you're resetting and at the end game level up. Yeah, like I said, I think I've realised my mistake in leaving Blitzball right to the end. If you get the ball, you can swing back to your goalie and just sit there. Sometimes they won't bother you and you just let the timer run out. Yes, there's also a place on the bottom right of the map that you can do it as well, and they won't bother you. But considering I can't lose, I might as well win. Tidus' endurance has just been halved. No break. Shoot. Jet shot. Yeah, well, we're trying to shoot and get a goal now, and it's not working. Excuse me. Oh, yawning. Just getting tired. See, I don't think I'm going to be playing any more games that don't have the actual prizes at the end of them. As much as I don't dislike Blitzball, I'd rather be grinding the other stuff rather than Blitzball. And I could probably make do without actually doing Blitzball. Like I said, with Wacker's Overdrive, it just makes things easier, but you don't actually need to do it. What's happening to Blitzball makes you sleepy. It's the music and the underwater, I guess, to me at least. Yeah, I'm sleepy as well because I've been up since 4:30. Had to do something at work, so had to get up early. Hey, so Yoga, welcome to the stream. You have to pass a lot in the first half to level up. Yeah, you have to pass the reasonable amount to level up. Generally speaking, though, I tend to let the forwards do most of the leveling up. I was actually trying to lose the game so I could forfeit. Turns out it's quite hard to lose games. Because you can't control your defending, and the computer takes over with defending. It's quite hard to make the computer lose. Unless you swap out some of your good players for your bad players, like somebody was saying a second ago. So I thought I might as well win instead. The quad. Yeah, I have a weapon with break damage limit on it for Waka, but the completionist side of me wants to just get the sigil. I've started doing Blitzball now, I might as well finish. There's only another 2 hours worth of Blitzball that needs to be played after this. Looks like that's going to take my 86 hours up to 88. So 2 hours of Blitzball, assuming that I only have to play the minimum will take the game time up to 88. I've probably got another 3 hours worth of moving through the sphere grid. So what's that? That's 91 hours. I've got to farm Jumbo Flan 6 more times. And I've got to farm the Great Sphere 5 more times, and then I've got to farm the Earth Eater 12 times, and at that point I should have all of the spheres that I need, and be pretty much done with the sphere grid, and then it's just grinding a bit more dark matter. Once I've got one ribbon, then it will be a case of finishing off the monster arena, capturing all the rest of those. That's not going to take too long, and getting a second ribbon, and then it's going to be going after the Dark Aeons. No lie, you inspired me to go for Platinum 2, my favourite video game, and I haven't done it before. Final Fantasy 12 is next. Is that Platinum in Final Fantasy 10 or Final Fantasy 10 to HAD 92? Or both. Yeah, Final Fantasy 12 is next. I think Final Fantasy 12 is out soon, the 12th, or maybe a little bit earlier. Hey FFX Aura 97, welcome to the stream. You can never get into Blitzball. You're not alone. Not very many people like Blitzball. 12 when it comes out, I'll get around to 10 as I'm done. Yeah, I'm gonna try and Platinum 12 once it's out as well. Although I might take a quick break from the Final Fantasy games to play Nier Automata. I really want to have a go at that, it looks really good. Hate part 2s even with movies, that's generally speaking because part 2s are worse than part 1s. I think there are only a very few set of movies where number 2 is better than number 1. And the same goes with games as well. Although 13.2 is meant to be very good. 13.2 is meant to be a very good game. I've only ever played about an hour's worth of it myself. And it had been such a long time since I had played 10 that I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea what I was doing. And so I only got an hour into it. Although I have heard that 13.2 is more open world and more Final Fantasy-esque than 13. Yeah, I hope Final Fantasy 7 is a success after Square Enix said that if it is a success they're going to go to the next. Here comes Final Fantasy 8. Final Fantasy 8 in 4K. Not sure Final Fantasy 8 should be the next one, but if they were to redo them, they probably would work in chronological order. From 7 onwards, maybe, since they started getting more mainstream. I've said it before, I think the 7 remake is going to be good. I think it will be a good game. And I think it will have the story of Final Fantasy 7 with it. But it will definitely not be Final Fantasy 7. You can't have a Final Fantasy 7 game that is not turn-based. How do you guys feel about the internal calm dialogue? Which dialogue is at 8tab? I'm not sure which dialogue you mean. Is that the end game dialogue? If so, I haven't played the end game for years, so I don't know. Oh, he's shooting from inside his own hand. He's very brave. Very brave. Grab. I don't think it's going to work. The one that comes with the Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2 bundle at the menu screen. I haven't clicked on that particular thing just yet. I didn't know what it was. I thought it might be a quick skip through the last boss. If it's just dialogue, then we can definitely watch it after I've finished everything else.
FFX Oran, I was too afraid to listen to it. Were you too afraid to listen to it because of spoilers, or because you didn't know what the thing was because of spoilers? Pretty much the only reason why I can think of you being too afraid for it. Note it's canon to what happened after Final Fantasy X-2. Okay. Because there's two, isn't there? You've got one for 10 and one for 10-2, I thought. Or maybe you've got one for both 10 and 10-2 and the other was credits, maybe? I tend to put my PlayStation into sleep mode, so I don't ever see that screen. Put it into sleep mode so it makes it easy if I've got 5 minutes to quickly go through some of the sphere grid. Little and often with the really boring things. If you listen to it, ATAD, what do you think of it?
I played a lot of 10, but never played 10-2 after seeing clips of it and my brother claiming it made...
10-2 is a good game in its own right. It's definitely got nothing on 10. It's always worth a play. The thing that stands out with 10-2 is definitely combat. It's kind of what I would pretty much class it as the precursor to 13's combat, in where you can shift your job role in the game. You've got 3 static characters and you basically shift their job role all the time, and it kind of feels like that's where they pulled the combat system for 13 from. So it's definitely worth a play. The combat's nice fast-paced combat, but I believe it is still turn-based. 112 subs. Thank you for everybody who is subscribing to the channel. If you have any suggestions on improvements or ideas or anything like that, let me know in the comment section.
It's at position 10.5 chronologically. Okay, what's that? The Eternal Calm. Eternal Calm is basically just listening to the story after Final Fantasy X-2. Don't want to say anything about it, it's huge spoilers. The one from X-2 is the last mission, which is gameplay. Okay. So definitely one of those things that's worth only watching after you. Is there any warning against it, just in case you accidentally click into it? I feel sorry for those people that accidentally clicked into it, wondering what the hell it was, if there is no warning, getting both games spoiled for them. So this is the last game of Blitzball. We don't need to play any more Blitzball after this tonight. And while even not playing it, paying very much attention, we've still got 3 goals. I don't remember if there's a warning or not. It would be really bad if there was no warning. But here you can play Final Fantasy X, or you can play Final Fantasy X-2, or you could just watch this short little video that explains what happens in both of them. And then you don't need to play any of them. Although I've never seen it, so I will definitely watch it. I can't remember the storyline of 10-2 very much. I remember roughly what happens in it and why you start playing and stuff like that, but I can't remember the end. Hey Joa,
welcome to the stream. You can't be bothered to replay 10-2. Yeah, a lot of people don't like 10-2. It's very, it is very jarring if you've just come from 10 and you go and play 10-2, expecting much of the same. It is very strange. Look, we've halved this catch, but it's only 5. This might be a goal. Should be a goal. It is a goal. Easy goal. Every time I play Final Fantasy X-2, I always forget just one Crimson Sphere at some point. Never got into the Den of Woes. I think I remember getting into the Den of Woes on my first playthrough. I remember buying the Prima guide for 10-2, one of the only guides I've ever bought. Have they changed very much in 10-2 in the remastered version? Or is it pretty much the same sort of thing? Because I don't think they changed anything in 10, did they? They just basically upscaled the graphics and made them better. Time's up. Status reels are mine. All the contracts that are expiring. Lots of contracts. And Tidus the top scorer, followed by Wedge, followed by Brother. Status reels. So I have to, thinking about it, I do actually have to play more Blitzball at some point, because you need to get all of the reels for one of the trophies.
You're counting.
So one of the trophies is to open up all of the reel-based Overdrive. So basically get all of that.
Here we go.
Chronological order of the game's audio and canon. X Eternal Calm, X2, X2 Last Mission, X 2.5, X Will Some Stupid Gap, Spira Developers Space Flight. Is there really that much more canon to the 10? I didn't realise there was that much to it. Hey you Jedi, welcome to the stream. I'm just finished doing Blitzball for today. I'm going to do a little bit more grinding in the monster arena and then call the stream, so probably another 10 to 20 minutes, and then that's pretty much going to be it I think for tonight. I'm streaming for 3 hours 20 already. I should probably get some sleep. But yeah, Martin, I didn't realise that there was so much extra canon to the 10 series. I'm going to give this a quick save, so you guys, obviously, screen will disappear. Blitzball is the best in the world. Cloud is Tidus's descendant. Final Fantasy VII. So let's have a look at the items. What items do we need? So we need to kill the big pudding, as Lydia calls it, and we need to get some more luck spheres. What's our overdrive looking like? So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to have a quick overdrive build through the One Eye. So overdrives are set to Victor. So all I've got to do is win 2 games, two fights. We'll fight the One Eye. You can kill it in 2 hits, and it sometimes has a chance to drop the dark matter. So that will build the overdrive up nice and quickly. And then I'm going to see whether the strategy that I was using for the Greater Sphere will actually work on the Earth Eater. Because if it works on the Earth Eater, it's probably going to make things a lot easier. So let's have a quick look at the Earth Eater and see if we can take him out in the same kind of way. So this guy is a bit of a nightmare because he will counter, if he's up and running like this, he'll counter with Mega Jump Punch, which has an instant death with it. Which is fine because obviously we've got Auto Phoenix. This should knock him over. And then we will do Slice and Dice to feed us. So this only doesn't do very much against this guy. He's got such high defense. He'll then counter with Flare. This is what makes this fight really long. But we should be able to take down quite a lot of this HP with Anima. Maybe. Hopefully we take about 600,000 off him. We'll take 600,000 off him and then in-thrust Riku's Overdrive to Yuna and do Grand Summon with the Mega Sisters as well. How much damage would this do? Actually, it's only done 200,000, so I don't think this technique's really going to work for this guy. He's just got such a high defense stat, unlike the Greater Sphere, who obviously doesn't have too much of a high defense stat. Let's do another Oblivion. We get 2 Oblivions. You've been using Jumbo to get his love for you up so you can instantly heal him with your Overdrive. No, I've used Jumbo probably about 4 times for the whole gameplay. Just fall over. Yeah, so my Jimbo's affinity is going to be relatively low. So this strategy is not going to work for the Earth Eater, I don't think. We can still see, just because Anima doesn't do as much damage with her Overdrive to this guy as she was doing to the Greater Sphere. And I think this thing needs to be on its back for us to actually do the most damage. So now we can summon the Mega Sisters and see how much damage they do. But yeah, Martin, I did look at the affinity formula to figure out the best option and stuff for doing that. And because I'm not going to be Zanmantoing any of the Dark Aeons, I've not really used him to do anything. I see that these guys were doing nearly 99,000 damage beforehand. They're only doing 30 damage against this. I mean, we killed it. I don't know how reliable that is. Against the Greater Sphere, it seems to be pretty reliable. Let's have another go. We'll do it one more time and see whether it works just as well that time as well. that's how I do the Dark Aeons. I will admit that I did Zanmanto Dark Baleful, but only because he was in my way. I needed to go and get the treasure. That's the only thing I've Zanmantoed at all in the game so far. Having to farm this guy like 200 times was fun. Yep. So my strategy for the Lux Spheres is basically to activate all of the Lux Spheres with Tidus, and then bribe. You can bribe one of the underwater enemies for attribute spheres, and then just use those to activate them. So let's have another go at the Earth Eater, and we'll see whether that strategy is reliable or not. Let's knock him down. He doesn't like Riku, he always goes after Riku. Let's spiral cut. Ooh, only just got that in. Yeah, it's not doing anywhere near as much damage as I would like. Hey, Christopher Bolt, welcome to the stream. Oh, needs a Earth Eater ballet. I'm not tipping. Yeah, the Earth Eater is a horrible enemy that you have to farm. And we could, with Anima, we could maybe not go straight into the Overdrive, and we could potentially cast Haste and give it Protect as well, maybe. Maybe if we give it Protect, it will actually make it stay alive a little bit longer. Also, Yellow Time lowers damage. Yes, it does. So the thing's probably going to kill me this time, unless it just gets back up. Is it just going to... No, it's not going to get up. So I am going to die to Flare this time around. Yeah, Anima kills most things, but it does not kill these. Hey, Los Aloe S got Los got a lot. I don't even know how to say your name. Los got LOS Hots. I don't know. I'll just say Los. It's gonna be easier. Why don't you use Jimbo's Overdrive and end the fight fast? Because I don't want to Zanmanto stuff. No, it's not guaranteed either. Wait, so using Jimbo makes him more powerful. Okay, so all of the Aeons have something, I can't remember what it's called, but essentially the more you summon an Aeon, the more damage it will do as long as it wins. And then, so if you summon Bahamut, after you summon him 50 times I think, he's then powered up as far as he'll go. Yojimbo, on the other hand, he's got something called Affinity, and the higher his affinity to you, the more likely he will cast Zanmanto when you give him a certain amount of money. Yeah, Yojimbo's Zanmanto does one-shot everything. It's the only skill in the game that can one-shot every single thing in the game. But when I first started streaming, I said I wasn't going to Zanmanto anything. Pesado is one of the strongest abilities in the game. So yeah, as you can see, the Overdrive. So stuff isn't guaranteed for this guy. He was dead by this time last fight. Although the Mega Sisters seem to be doing a pretty good job at tanking the damage. No, there's no overkill, so only one sphere. Overpay him increases his affinity, if I remember correctly, as well as him being summoned and living to the end of the battle. Yeah, so his affinity first of all goes up, depending on the options that you select when you get him. His affinity will then go up the more that you summon him. His affinity will go up more the more you pay him. His affinity will go down a little bit if you dismiss him, and his affinity goes down a lot if you let him die. So if you keep summoning him and then letting him die, his affinity will basically be really, really low. And so there is with the affinity formula, there's two things. You've got like a memory affinity and at the moment affinity. So is something that builds up over time, which can be reduced if you let him die. And then he's got his sort of like at the moment affinity, which is dependent on how much you pay him. So if you pay him, it kind of raises his affinity straight away for quite a lot, but then it raises his affinity a little bit that will last. It's all very complicated, but essentially if you want to Zanmanto everything properly, then you need to have his affinity very high, and you need to have lots of money to give him. If you have lots of money and you give it to him, then his affinity goes up, and therefore he's more likely to actually do Zanmanto. So what I'm doing here is I'm fighting the one-eye to build my overdrive. All of the overdrives are set to victor at the moment, so every time you win you get half an overdrive. The one-eye is easy unless he ambushes you and does shockwave, and he also has a chance to drop into dark matter. And then the thing that we were killing is the Greater Sphere, who's just ambushed me, which could be bad. I've not had this guy ambush me before, so hydraulic press. So the first thing the problem with the hydraulic press this time around is we're now going to have to heal everybody. Which shouldn't be an issue because he doesn't get very many attacks. Just throws everything out a little bit. Next we're going to do Slice and Dice. So this is what Slice and Dice should be doing. 80 to 99 is roughly what it should be doing. He's then going to do Hydraulic Press again as a counter. So as a counter to normal attacks he does Ultima. As a counter to Overdrive he does Hydraulic Press. We're then going to summon Anima and do an Overdrive and do about 600,000 damage. And then he's going to counter again with Hydraulic Press and then probably some other crappy attack and kill Anima. Anima will only last for one hit. This hits pretty hard. 23,000 that it hits for. So that's Anima gone. And then what we're going to do is we should still have a bit of time before he gets an attack in. And we can use Riku, who still has an overdrive. She can be really, really kind. And she can entrust her overdrive back to Yuna. unit will then summon or grand summon the Mega Sisters. Mega Sisters will then combine their powers into Delta Attack and Overkill. So we can make do without Whacker's Overdrive. It would just be really handy. So I think that there's about 50,000, 60,000 damage. And takes it down. That's gone. And that will get us Lux Spheres, which I don't actually think I need that many of anymore. Alright, and the other thing that I've got left to farm is the Jumbo Flan. So this is the big pudding that Lydia is on about all the time. The strategy for this guy is, first of all, you've got to slow him down, but he has Reflect on. So the only way to slow him down is to cast Reflect on one of your characters, and then have a character cast Slow on the reflected person. That's going to bounce it off. And so the mechanic in the game is that you can't reflect the reflected spell. And then we summon Anima. Anima has a few skills that I've given it, such as Haste and Shout. It's going to make it survive. So the first thing we do is we come down and we give Haste to Anima. And Shout, because the Jumbo Flan only ever does magic attacks. And then we sit there, casting Pain at it. So the thing that makes Big Pudding the farm is that it is immune to all physical attacks. Pain is not a physical attack though, and it is the only magic attack that will do 99,000 damage to this guy. This guy has 1.3 million HP, so we need to hit it 14 times. So it's one of those fights that's once set up, you basically just sit back and mash the X button over and over again. And that's pretty much it. So as an overview of everything else that I've got left to do, because I'm going to be rolling the stream down in a second. For anybody who is interested and has subscribed, I have Dark Bahamut left to kill, Dark Anima, Dark Jumbo, and Dark Major Sisters to kill. I have almost all special creations to work through before I can unlock Nemesis, and then I've got Nemesis to kill. Then we've got Penance to kill, but in the meantime we need to grind about 40 dark matter to make a ribbon. There's a few more monster things I need to collect to make another ribbon, and I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and Blitzball. We've got about 13 more games of Blitzball left to play to get Walkers, Auric Reels and the Sigil. And that is it. All that we've got left of the game. And the game is fully finished. Apart from filling the sphere grid. I'm probably about halfway through the sphere grid as it stands. Probably got about 3 hours worth of work in the sphere grid. Just filling stuff in. I tend to do the sphere grid when I'm not playing, when I'm not streaming, because it's pretty boring. Nobody wants to sit there watching me fill in spheres. Let's just stock up on the one thing that we really need lots of, and that's Phoenix Downs. No, I want to buy weapons and Sal. So one good thing about grinding the monster arena is that we get lots and lots of really crap stuff that we don't need anymore. And we can just Sal. Genji Blade. Triple Overdrive, that's pretty awesome. Shame I don't need it. Right guys, I am just going to be selling up and then seeing if I can reset. I'm going to save and see if I can reset the data for Blitzball, and then I'm going to be stop. I'm going to stop. It's 10 to 12 here, so I really need to get to sleep. I'm pretty tired. I stream most nights. I should be streaming tomorrow, although I might not be. If you want to follow through and watch the rest of the game with me, throw me a subscribe and you'll be updated when I next come on. Thank you everybody who has been watching, and thank you to everybody who has been talking in chat. It's been a good stream. We've had a good supply of commentary in the chat. So thanks everybody. Thank you very much, Christopher Polk, for this subscribe. Appreciate it. And Certain Sale, thank you very much. Like I say, I tend to update my streaming page when I'm going to be streaming. Normally get on around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock UK time. If you're subscribed, then you'll be updated when I do actually go live anyway. So thanks very much to everybody who is subscribing. You're welcome. Looking forward to what should you get the ribbon. Thanks for the subscribe, Martin. So let's just have a quick check. 63. So we need to farm. What's that? We need to farm 36 more dark matter, which is what, 15, 18 fights of something. So if I can get enough luck, it'll be 18 dark Jojimbos. Or it'll probably be less by the time we get to it, because we'll probably get a few more dark matter from the monster arena. So let's just board the airship, throw it a save, and see if the reset data is going to work for.
We've been through a lot. All spirits root.
The next Blitzball thing we need to do is a tournament. So we're going to reset the and then we've got to exit and enter a few times, I think, for the tournament to spawn. The tournament stuff is not as easy to get. It's quite hard to get the tournament to spawn the right thing. And I definitely don't have the right team at the moment, so. There it is. So that should now stay there for a little bit. So it means tomorrow, if I'm playing tomorrow, which I should be, then when I load up this new save, we should have the Auric reels ready to go. And that should be 2 to 3 games and we should have it. Martin Baker, I think you have to reload your save. I think it locks once you look in there after the reset locks it down again. Yeah. So the league, you have to reset over and over and over again until you get it. this time around I should, fingers crossed, I've just created a new save file, so I'll either revert back to the one that doesn't have it, or tomorrow if I load up this save file it should be good and we should basically be able to go in and get the auric reels straight away. Right guys, thank you very much for watching. I am now going to shoot off and go to sleep. So have a good day or a good night depending on whereabouts you are in the world, and I will see some of you tomorrow.